that at 7 o'clock go live. And it says we're live. So I'm going to say hello to everybody. Happy Tuesday. As you all can see, we have Ingrid in the house tonight. Woohoo! And George with his tail wagging back there. Hello, Del Marie. How are you doing? I'm excited about the setting triangles tonight too, or the setting or set in, or however you want to call them. I was referring to them as setting, and then I saw something in like someone else's instructions that was calling them set in, and I'm like, whatever, the side triangles. That's what they are. The ones that go on the side. Close enough.
Oh,
Oh, hello, George.
he's helping.
Lauren was sneezing the whole ride home on Sunday.
Oh,
And
no.
I was like, are you okay? And Lauren was like, totally worth it. It's all good.
The dogs.
Yeah, all the dogs, all the cats. Yeah, just all of the fur everywhere.
Oh,
There's no way Lauren is not going to take the chance to be. We went and visited Ingrid on Sunday, and Ingrid had her two fur nieces, um, and George, and then Buddy and Hank and Steve, and Lauren is allergic to all of the above, but cares not at all and powers through, just deals with it.
how does that happen in a house with all of your cats?
Well, what Lauren does is encloses the animals in the room with her for like days. I mean, obviously lets them out to go to the bathroom and stuff, and just lets her body get used to it, and then they're fine. Lauren can't like hug Sadie and Lilu too much. Their fur, because it's that smooth fur that kind of like digs in,
Oh,
that messes with her too much. But
yeah.
so like George's fur would be, and but Ruby's, with it being so soft, not as bad. Hi,
Oh,
Jeannie. Hey, Patricia.
hi,
Excellent.
Katie. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Del Marie. I can't remember if I said hi.
So tonight we are gonna be working on Forest for the Trees. I'm going to start doing the first couple of rows where I'm going to work with those triangles that we were talking about, the end triangles. So when you're setting things on point, you're doing your rows. When you're sewing them, you're still sewing them horizontal, but they line up diagonally. So you have to put those setting triangles on the end to close that gap. Unless you want like a pinked edge quilt, which I think would look fabulous. But to make it a squared or a rectangle, we're going to put the set in triangles. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. And I'm going to do a couple of them in the pattern. So because I want to do this in rows, even the end triangles, on the outsides of the square, which this turns into, you could do those if you wanted to do the 17-inch square that you cut out of the background. You could just cut one of those squares in half and have, well, you could have two of those squares just in half if you wanted to, and use those at the four end caps. Because I wanted to do it in rows, I'm going to have two sides of the end caps be those half triangles. And so for me, I wanted it to look the same. If you're going to see a seam on one corner, because I'm joining those two triangles together to make that bigger triangle, I wanted you to see the same thing on the other side, even though that means I'm going to be building two of those triangles. two of the end triangles out of two of the smaller triangles. I don't know if that just made any sense at all, but it does to me. What I might do is share my screen and show you the pattern that I might do. I might do that. Let me see if I can share screen. Oh, here we go. Share screen. This one. Okay. Well, let me know if you can see it. So this is in EQ8. This is the where I write the patterns. And this instead of like the picture that I put in the pattern itself where it doesn't have any of the lines, this will show you what I mean. Because I'm going to start in the upper left hand corner and I'm going to put this row together with two of the tree blocks and two of the triangles. I could do this end triangle, just one big old triangle, and that would be perfectly fine. And you could do these. So these four corners, you could do just one 17-inch square cut in half, and then put those triangles on the ends. But because I'm building it in rows, and I like to build it in rows, where I'm going to have these triangles added, when I get to these longer rows, I'm going to start with a triangle, do my strips, end with a triangle, because I'm going to end up putting this row of 6 onto this row of 4, onto this row of 2, and then build this one and join this one single long seam. And I want all of, if there's going to be a seam between these triangles, I want it all. My OCD will not allow that to not happen. So I want all of them to be that way. If you want to just build the rows for this center section, these two where you have 6 blocks together, and just put the larger triangle on, totally fine. It will totally work. And then have it the same on these ends. I just wanted to explain why I was doing it the way I was doing it, because you may see other on point patterns where they just have big old triangles in the end, and that works totally fine. Now, if I have completely confused the bejeebers out of you, just do it the way the pattern shows. Just do it in the smaller triangles and don't worry about the bigger triangles. Hey, Donna. Donna's here.
Donna Reno.
Oh, good to see you. Okay. So all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start building this out. And so you will see I've got to pay attention to what way my trees need to line up. For the first row, I need to have them like this with a triangle here and a triangle here. So, I messed up and now I can't see gallery, so I can't see what I'm doing. I need to change that back. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. So my first 2 pairs of trees are going to go together like this to start building that interior meadow. But I'm going to put a triangle on each side where one is going to face, let me see if you can see this. One is going to be the long side of the triangle from bottom left to top right for this first one. And then it will be The triangle will go on from bottom right to top left along the long end, like this. And the triangles are a little bit bigger. So it'll be longer than your 11.5 inch. I was talking to Ingrid about, I was unable to math today and totally freaked out. But it will be a little bit longer. If you want to just like center it, I'm gonna try that out with us right now, just to make sure that centering it is going to make it good. You could probably just be totally fine by just lining it up at the end. Like, just make sure it matches on both ends. Straight line, and you'll have this little bit hanging over to trim at the end. Just wanted to make sure if there was, because this is all like loose. There's no paper foundation holding these triangles together. I wanted to make sure you had a little bit of wiggle room. So enough talking. I'm going to go ahead and sew this on. And the awesome part about this pattern is there are no points you have to worry about. So if you feel more comfortable sewing on this side with the triangle, go ahead. If you feel more comfortable sewing where the paper is, if you kept the papers in, go ahead. You don't need to worry about any points being lost.
I like that.
Yeah.
To line up.
No worries.
So while you're doing that, I'll show off my Rabapel fabric.
Oh, so pretty.
My psychedelic.
I love it.
I love how this is turning out. I need to do a group of 4 and sew those together, or at least take a picture of them lined up.
Yeah. It's like yours is like the electric forest.
Yeah.
Or the neon.
It's the forest in my head.
Well, we're just about there with the color changing coming up.
Yeah, well, when I was in Massachusetts, the leaves were already falling.
Oh, nice.
Because every day my car was covered. I got a package from Open Gate today.
Oh, nice.
It is in a fall. Tilted Charm Club is what this is. This is the fall tilted pumpkins. Can you see it?
Oh, cute.
Look at all those cute little pumpkins. And look at this pretty fabric.
Nice. Is that just not a sew along, but I mean, not a, like a box, but just a kit that you ordered?
Yeah, it's a club.
So fun.
And then it comes with this. This is metal.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
So there's it's quarterly, so you get something for each of the seasons.
Oh, that's incredible. Donna says, nice, Ingrid. I love your colors.
Thanks, Donna. I miss you already.
I know, right? January cannot get here soon enough.
Yes, I can't wait for the next invasion of the cheetah suckers.
All right. So I'll iron these out and then I'll hold them up so everybody can see them.
My boss is in Greece right now.
Oh, so you get back and she gets gone.
Yeah. It's a work trip.
uh,
Like, wow. How do you get that? She's the boss. Yeah, she's having a great time. She left yesterday. So just gave us enough time to for the handoff.
right, yeah. All right, before I even iron this out, I'm going to go ahead and join the two trees.
Can you hear squeaking?
No.
Okay, good. George is involved with a toy.
He's involved, currently in a relationship with his
Yeah.
toy.
I realized how that sounded. I'm sure I said it. So Steve is upstairs. I fed him just before we started.
Oh, nice.
I have to keep him in the room with the door closed because otherwise George and the other cats want his food.
Yeah, of course. It's got to be better than theirs.
Of course. Well, it is. It is better than theirs. High calorie soft food.
Nice. Okay. So now I've got the triangles added. And on the side, I just do not have enough space.
Ooh, look at that. One
So
row done.
one row done. So
That was fast.
I'll join two of the triangles together, and then I'll sew it onto this end so that the top whichever or the bottom whichever corner will be all done. And I'll do that. I'll do that. Wow, I really don't have enough room to show this all off.
Love it.
Nice. All right. Oh, I veered off a little bit at the end. I'm going to need to do a little bit of surgery on the squares.
Hank is watching me. Supervising.
I like it.
Ooh. Him and Buddy still aren't super thrilled with Steve.
Gonna take a little while.
Yeah.
And you weren't there to that really sounded like judgmental, but it was not meant to be. But just a fact that you had the retreat and you went to go home, and so it's a different vibe when people are there watching the house. Now it'll be like normal, like you're back and it'll settle in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember when I brought Buddy home, it took Hank a bit to warm up.
Yeah.
And they don't particularly like each other. They don't dislike each other, but Hank's like the old fart that doesn't want to play.
Yeah, they more tolerate each other.
Yeah. And Buddy just wants to mess with him constantly.
Well, hopefully he'll be able to have some of that playfulness with the baby once the baby gets acclimated. And
Yeah. I think so. I think that it'll be good for him once he gets over himself.
yeah, once he gets himself.
But I'm not rushing it.
Nah,
Let them
they'll figure it out.
figure it out. Yeah.
All right, paper's just getting in my way and being annoying, so I'm taking that out of the way to do this. If the paper is getting in your way or flopping around, I was still using the seam allowances, so I kept the papers in. So up to you, of course, of how you would want to handle that. You can pin them back into place if they're acting weird. Like they weren't aligned correctly anymore, so they weren't really giving me a 1/4 inch. So you can pin them back into place, or you can just remove them. You could glue them back into place, whichever.
Stella Marie, that pumpkin hanger, that is from Open Gate Quilts. And it's from the Tilted Charm Club, the fall tilted pumpkins. And I'm not sure if she sells the kits individually on her site. She might if there's extras.
Hello, Susan. There we go.
Hi, Susan.
Now we're good.
Geez, once you get all your blocks together, it goes together fast.
Yes, it's gonna be a quick sew. Cutting 17-inch squares out is always fun. They're huge, but then you cut them into fourths, so it's not so bad.
Gotcha. Just spread out on the table.
Yeah. I had to move like everything that's around me. I had to move everything because the Martelli mat is the biggest mat I have. And so this is where I do the big cutting work.
My daughter just got the new iPhone.
Fun.
Did you drink that Kool-Aid?
No. No, I think I have a 14.
Oh. I have a 12. But it works just fine.
Yeah.
And so I'm up for an upgrade, but she had to wait 3 months, I believe, for her upgrade. That she was able to use mine.
Yeah.
And but she was trying to talk me into upgrading as well. I don't want to. She couldn't understand why.
There was a while there that the kids and I were very much on board with the upgrade every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome, Del Marie. I'm happy to enable. It's adorable. I mean, I just love Open Gate. Everything.
Yeah.
Really does such a nice job.
Lauren's on the metro right now, sending me pictures of you're not supposed to eat on the metro, and there is evidence of somebody of having a clementine, and it's like all the peel is all over the place. And then as Lauren was getting off the train, there was part of the body of the clementine. So Lauren said the crime scene and the peel is all over the place, and then there's like orange juice around the seat, and Lauren says the trail, and then it says the body.
And that is why there's always going to be somebody to ruin it for everyone.
Yep.
Like, why would you do that? Oh, sorry, George. I just moved the bag. It's all good. Go back to your chewing.
Let's get these triangles ironed.
George is not quite sure how to take Steve yet.
No. How does Steve take George?
Well, you know, his spatial awareness is very much off since he's got vision issues.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit funny that, you know, because he'll try to bat him,
Oh.
really not near him.
Yeah, the depth perception is not there.
Even really batting him in the right direction. So yeah, it's a little bit sad and a little bit funny at the same time. But like the you know, when he was cleaning himself and something startled him and he looked up with his tongue sticking out.
Yes, which was the cutest thing in the world.
That was funny. He is a lot more comfortable, which I like.
Yeah.
But noises are still yeah, still get startled easy.
Yeah.
I think as he gets more used to the different sounds in the house, then he'll start to calm down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the boys are going to be a big help about that too,
Yeah.
because they're just going to be doing their boys stuff.
Right.
Hey Janice, how are you?
Hi, Janice.
Love that Janice says hello to you and me and all her quilty friends. Okay, so I'm going to sew two of the quarter triangles. I'm going to sew them up on one end and then add that to the end of the first row. So I'll have the corner done. Again, this is where you could have just kept a full half triangle, but I want all the seams to look the same all the way around the quilt top. Yeah.
I think that makes more sense doing it that way.
Yeah. It just makes sense to my head. And we all know that, my head. But it's what works for me. So
Right. Okay. Let's got it out.
I just don't want to try to sew the big triangles onto the end once I have the whole quilt together. Like that just feels like a nightmare to me.
Yeah.
Have all of that weight and then try to sew those and triangles on. So I like having them already done and when it's lighter and smaller.
Yeah. Yeah. That might be a lot.
Yeah.
George wants to play.
Oh, hello, Hank.
Oh. No. Oh, he's just switching spots. Where you
That's
going?
be a cat.
He's switched over to the wool mat over on the other side of my machine.
Oh yeah.
Sure, going. That's a good boy. He's a good boy.
All right. So where I have the little, I don't know, little dog ear, lamb's ear, widow's peak, whatever you want to call it, I'm just trimming it to like, match the rest of the row. And I'm gonna add this bigger triangle. And match the seams in the middle. I may even pin. What?
You?
Well, we're dealing with bias. I just want to be certain.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm going to sew it from the paper side so that I just follow the 1/4 inch seam allowance on this side rather than putting my 1/4 inch foot on.
I don't use the 1/4 inch, but I've never I'll use the guide.
Yeah.
The magnetic guide. Oh, he just brought another toy in.
He really wants you to play.
I love that. By the end of the live, there'll probably be every toy that's down here in my sewing room.
That's so cute.
So I really lucked out on my drive from Massachusetts.
To or back from? Or
Oh,
both?
no, I didn't hit any traffic going there or coming home.
Oh, wow.
Um, I must have just picked the right times to drive.
That's great.
Yeah.
That sounded very important, Glockenspiel. I don't know what you're doing now, but that yell sounded very authoritative. You've suddenly got a bunch of stink bugs in the backyard.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I thought stink bug season was earlier, like an early summer thing, but apparently not. Not for us, at least right now. And they are very much delightful for the cats to run around and jump at the back doors.
Yeah. I was just looking around. My sewing room is the sunroom, and they tend to find their way in here. They either find their way in here or they migrate here just because they like it better.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but that this is where I typically will see them, but I don't see any right now.
That's
And
good.
they stand out because it's all white
Yeah.
everywhere. But yeah, George will play with them when he finds them. But he won't eat them. He just messes with them.
If one is inside, it is a battle between Lilu and the cats of which one's going to eat it.
Oh gosh,
They're crazy.
that's funny.
Sadie just ignores the whole thing. She's far above all of that nonsense.
When my brother and sister-in-law first moved here, the twins used to name them.
Name them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
They would carry them outside and call them by whatever name they gave them. It was hysterical.
It's one way to make sure you get a dog. Start referring to stink bugs as pets.
Yeah.
All right. So here is a triangle in the corner. So there's still paper on it. So sorry, it looks like all warped, but that will look like that until I take the papers out. But that's
full corner.
A full corner. So it'll look more like that. Woohoo!
Love it.
Now I'm going to take these papers out, or the seam them out. I could take most of this paper out now, but I'm going to leave it be. And I'm going to do the next row. Which will be 4 of the blocks and 2 of the setting triangles. So. And I'm going to need to follow. This is where following the picture really helps of the pattern, because it's going to be easy to turn the trees around and have them facing in. If you're worried about it looking exactly like the pattern, it is going to be easy to have them like turned around and not facing the right way based on the pattern. Now, what you decide how to lay out your trees is totally up to you and part of the fun. So if you want to change it up, please feel free. But then you're going to want to write down which way you want all your trees to face so that you follow your desired layout.
That's too complicated. Even though I tend to like overcomplicating
Yeah.
for myself, I will not be doing that.
Oh, sometimes it's just a nice color change that you change up. Sometimes it's a layout. But I think as a pattern writer, I think part of my favorite thing has been seeing what people do with what I create. Like what spice they add to it for themselves. Thanks, Donna. With 11-inch blocks, it sure does get big fast.
Yeah. Going to be growing at warp speed.
For sure. Pinning it at the center seam. It's perfectly matched.
Yay. Check you out.
Makes me happy. I'm definitely going to need a good lint roll. There is every kind of cat on here, but oh, I just dropped.
See it as much on the different colors, but the black is certainly showing my cat glitter.
They just like it to be known that they were here and gave their stamp of approval. Oh, so
they approve.
They approve. So last night, Monday Night Football was, the end of the fantasy football week, and I got win number 2. So now I'm 2-1. Woo woo.
Nice.
There we go. Ironed out a little bit more, a little flatter. So now you can start to see why these are called set in or setting triangles, because they close the gap between the next bit of trees that will go in here, which I'm going to do now.
You have the next row already done?
No. I have the blocks here ready to go.
Oh.
And then the triangles as well. And this one is a 4-block row. So it's a 2-block, a 4-block, and then a 6-block, then back to a 6-block, a 4-block, and a 2-block. But that's how I'm building it. I'm going to build it 2, 4, 6, and then leave that long center seam to put the 2 halves of the square together. But now I gotta pay attention to, so okay, so this guy's gonna go like that, which means this triangle needs to be this way. Excellent. And then it gets joined by one this way, one er.
George. What's that?
What's he doing?
I don't know, just looking outside.
Up. One this way, one this way. Okay. I know that none of you can see this nonsense that I've just laid out, but now I know how it all goes. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and sew the 4, but no, because I don't want to have to struggle with I'll sew those triangles onto the end ones, and sew these two together, and then sew. Okay, yes. So I'm going to sew the triangles onto the outside blocks, and sew the 2 central blocks together. And then add these blocks on. It's all coming together.
Hi, Philippa.
Oh, having this up, I can't see my comments.
Oh, she's at work, so she's just popping in to say hello.
Oh, excellent. Hey, Philippa. Hello, hello. I hope today's work goes well.
Yes, have a great day. We got to get together and sew again.
Yes. All back from all vacations, all retreats, all of that stuff. It's time to sew.
Hoping to have some sew time this weekend.
Oh, Philippa's off to another retreat tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Philippa, is that one of your retreats?
Because Philippa's retreats are like quarterly, right? If I remember correctly. Which I'm totally jealous of.
Sounds like my bobbin is getting low.
Uh-oh.
But I have that. Whoopsie. My fall, don't laugh. Yesterday when it was raining, George tracked a bit of muddy paws on the rug.
Yeah.
In the office, and Danny just thought that was the funniest thing because it was like these perfect paw prints on the rug.
Oh, buggers. I sewed this onto the wrong side. Oh, I'm oh
no.
wait, but if I do it, if I make it on this end, is it the right side? Yes, it is. So we're gonna make it on this end.
Okay, so you did that on purpose.
Exactly.
What?
Oh,
Philippa said that they're getting a new puppy in 3 weeks. A Beagle Cavalier.
oh,
Oh, wow. That's so cool, Philippa.
that's so exciting. And the babies. So the babies are gonna have a baby
Oh, and Philippa said, yes, it's for a retreat and it's every 2 months.
every 2
Looks
months,
even better than quarterly.
right?
Oh gosh, I can't wait to see the puppy. What about you? Can you wait to see the puppy?
Yeah, I'm starting to have serious FOMO.
Oh, just visit other people.
Yep. I got no room in my townhouse for any other animals, no matter how puppy dog eyed Lauren looks at me.
My daughter said that I was turning into her, bringing in all the stray animals. Maybe that's where she got it from.
It's hard. It's hard not to rescue all of the babies.
It is. I got a new cat tree.
Ooh, yeah.
And so it was delivered today. There's this big box on the floor in the right inside the door. And Danny and Zane came over earlier, and Zane said, I told them that, I told them that we could put it together this weekend if they wanted to. And Zane said, "Oh, I can come over tomorrow and do it for you."
Sounds like a plan, my friend.
But, okay.
Unless you had your heart set on doing it.
It may not look exactly like it's supposed to, but I'm sure it will be put together well. And he asked me for the directions.
Oh,
How cool is that?
nice.
a a male that wants to use directions. Oh, I'm sorry, Philippa. Have a good day at work.
Hi, Philippa. Thanks for coming in.
It was good to see you or see your writing. Just added another toy.
All right, so that's that side. And then this.
Uh-oh, did you lose it? What happened? No.
Del Marie, if you are working on Forest with the triangles, let me know how they're going for you, how you feel about them. If I confused you even more by my lengthy explanation of how to do every kind of set in triangle.
You're just providing options.
Yeah.
So good. Everybody's got a way that will work for them.
Yep.
Bye, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I will provide a picture of the cat tree once it is put together.
I'm excited that he wanted to do that for you.
I am too. They came over to bring my trash down,
Nice.
which was awesome. It was raining at the time, but they didn't care.
Yeah.
Do you have a cat purring next to your?
No.
Oh, okay.
You do.
It's funny. I have the cat bed on my sewing table, but he doesn't typically use it. But he's actually in it right now. Funny. He usually just lays on the fabric.
Yes.
I swore that purring was coming from my computer. That's funny.
All right. I think row 2 is going to be done.
Oh my word.
And get this together and then add the other row to it. I'm going to finish the other blocks that I started on Sunday that I didn't get to finish. But I also was thinking we would, oh, it's already 8 o'clock. Well, so I might finish these 2 rows and then go ahead and call it, because I know you just getting back, it's been a day. So go
For the week to be over already.
right.
been a full week in 2 days.
Yeah. That's what I call a week full of Mondays.
Yeah.
Hey, Sylvia. Oh, awesome, Del Marie. Del Marie says she's not sewing right now, but the instructions were perfect. Well,
Oh, good.
you can just shoot me an email or anything if you have any questions or run into any bumps in the road.
Hi, Sylvia.
Oh, there we go. I was like, wait, I don't see Sylvia. But no, I do. Hi, Sylvia. Comments are taking a little bit to get to me, I guess. All right. Woohoo! I love it when the points come together in the middle. Like FPP, is really great about the points when you're doing it on the paper, but then it's up to you to get those other points to match. And that's where things go wrong for me. But this one, perfect. Woo!
Nice.
So, and this is a bigger row. Woo, with the triangles on the end. And this will get that top row added to this side. So yeah, I'll get this all ironed and all the papers out of the seam, and then I'll add that top row. How are you doing on your psychedelic tree?
George wants attention.
Yeah.
I've got all of the strips sewn together.
Oh, cool.
So I'm just ironing now and getting ready to sew it together.
Nice.
If he'll stop nudging my arm, and then I can sew again. Watch your nose. It's hot.
Oh, Sylvia, I wasn't saying that you were late. When Ingrid said hi to you, your hello everyone hadn't shown up on my screen yet. I didn't, or I didn't see it until she said it. Not that you were late, that my comments were late.
There's no such thing as being late.
Nope.
The replay is always there.
And I know how life is. I'm just happy if you can make it, whether it's when we're live or you watch it later. I know how it is. I got a first thing tomorrow. I have to sandwich and quilt the class sample together.
What are you making it into? Hello?
No, just like a wall hanging or a table topper.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you going to Charlotte?
Yeah, that's the plan. If I can get it done. Plan was to do it today, but about 17 other things came up. So
That happens.
yeah, but I want to be able to show both the beginner friendly, low complexity one as the first class, and then the more advanced one. I want to be able to show them both at the same time.
Yeah. Are you making the other one into something?
No, they're gonna be the same, like wall
Same.
hanging table topper, so that it's a project that the class folks coming to class can finish there.
Yeah.
So that was the goal, at least for right now, from what was requested. So I'll give her what she wants, and then I can start getting more creative on what we work on. Then the plan is to have big old retreats.
Nice. You talking like one day?
Yeah, one day or 2 day, but like, local. I don't want to have to worry about where people are going to stay, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
um I mean, if people want to come and figure their own accommodations out, they are more than welcome to do so. But like if I get in that firehouse, I could definitely do a 2 day thing.
Oh, yeah, like a full weekend type of thing.
Yep. Yeah. Set up. Nope. I thought I'd finally got all the paper out. Nope. One more seam. Let's snip this one. All right. This is where I have to practice patience because I want to just add that row to it so I can see what it looks like. But I need to iron it and make it look pretty.
Well, it'll be easier to iron it now
That's true.
than after.
Yeah.
So look at it that way.
This is very true.
All right. Oh boy. One of the ladies that I work with, um, she had her last radiation this afternoon.
Oh,
So Hopefully all of the tests come back.
Yes.
So happy for her.
Yeah, I will be cheering from her for her, random stranger. But I'm sure any good health vibes coming to her, she will appreciate. So even if it's from some random stranger.
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's all ready to come back full time because she's been part time the last month, well, month or however long it's been.
Yeah.
I told her, you take your time.
I can imagine she's bored though. I can see that.
Yeah. But I know that radiation can tire you out, so I don't want her to uh, overdo it.
Yeah, put too much strain on her.
Yeah. Hey, Carl.
Carl,
Got home from work. Well, welcome home from work.
how
Hey,
was the work day? Hi, Debbie.
Rob, I have to show you my psychedelic Rob Appel Forest Through the Trees block. You may have seen this the last time that we worked on it, but I had to show it off again. It's my one and only.
Ooh, all right. There we go. All ironed. Now I'll add the top corner to it. Man, six of these, six across, is going to be huge.
That's a long seam.
Yeah.
Are you pinning?
At the intersections for here, I will be, yeah. To add on the top corner. So I'm going to add this bit to the 4 across there. Oh, Debbie, don't worry about being late. Oh, recovering from surgery, so missed a lot. Oh, well, I hope you are feeling
Debbie, feel better.
so much better.
Oh, everybody's out with the hurricane. Well, stay safe, Carl.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, I love the way it's turning out. I can't wait to finish it and then show it off to Rob. Look what I made.
Who says trees have to stay boring colors?
They're fall trees,
Yeah,
even though they're pine.
that's all right.
Pine trees in my world change color. Oh, Sam's Club ran out of water, bottled water. Oh, that's tough. Sylvia is asking, is it better to do long strips or make a big 4 or 9 patch?
Um, when you're setting it on point, for me, I mean, you could, but you might have to do some Y seaming, doing it in bits. Because if you're going to add, well, I mean, I don't. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to think about it. Let me look at it and see if I can figure out a way to.
I think what's better is whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're comfortable with Y seams, knock yourself out. Because you could just put the trees together in the four patches where they're all facing each other. And then create the triangles with the trees that are facing out. And then Y seam those in. Could definitely do that. But again, it's what you're comfortable with. So if even more Y seams are not your jam. Oh, mostly asking in general. Oh, so if it's like a not on point, I have fallen in love with doing it in like quadrants.
Yeah.
I really like doing that. Uh, and then you have a couple of shorter seams to add two quadrants together, and then one longer seam. So I learned that doing legit kits, because trying to sew those long seams together where you're trying to match all of those different seams was a nightmare. But doing it in four patches or two patches or whichever size you were working on worked out a lot better.
That's not helpful.
Aww.
I love seeing it coming together like that. It looks great.
I'm so excited.
Are you the seams where the blocks are coming together, are you ironing those open or to one of the sides?
So per the pattern, I showed it doing one row to one side, the next row to the other, so that you could nest those seams. So that's what I've kind of been doing. But if you're a open seamer, then you don't even have to worry about remembering what row you're on with what direction they should be going. And then you can just pin them together and knock yourself out. So back to that whole whatever works best for you, do that. Because I know at some point I will forget which way I'm supposed to be pressing the seams to. Oh, Sylvia's dreaming about doing another quilt along. She'll be up for one soon. Yeah, Ingrid's trees are beautiful. Green's my favorite color, so I'm in love with my trees too. I love it. We're gonna love having this to either throw on the couch or put on the wall. I got that really big quilt holder from Goodwill the other day. So
Nice.
I'll be ready to add something to that.
Do you know what you're backing it with yet?
I'm depending on what it's going to be. If it does end up a throw rug, geez, a throw quilt on the couch, I'm thinking about backing it in this really deep green Shannon Cuddle stuff that I have.
Yes.
Because that's awesome. If it's going to go on a wall, I don't want it to weigh that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chances of it falling down. But yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, I have a really deep, like forest green cuddle that would be
Oh, that would be perfect for that.
lovely. Yeah.
I think that's what it needs to be, Shannon.
Go with the cuddle.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about signing up for some the where you have to sign up to use shop's long arm
Yeah.
at Capital Quilts so that I can go and quilt some of my own.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Since you got to play with one at QuiltCon,
Yeah. Now
I guess that you have a knack for it.
now it's like in me now to want to do to do some quilting.
And what better quilt to start with is the one that's your pattern.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I want to quilt this one. I have the Blade Runner blooms to quilt. I've been rather busy with my patterns lately.
That's awesome.
I've got to keep rolling this in on itself so I don't knock over the camera.
Oh,
If you guys suddenly go for a ride, I apologize.
you know why. She'll be right back.
Enjoy the view of the ceiling. Yeah, I'm glad I'm going to save the 6 block seam for off camera because I'm going to need to move all this stuff out of the way.
Oh, right. That's the 4 block that you're doing, right?
Yeah, this is the 4 block.
Oh, yeah.
I love Arnie so much though. He just goes over thick seams like it's nothing. Arnie is the name of my Juki. Oh, have I been air sewing this whole time?
Oh no.
I just changed bobbins. I wonder what happened. But I have. I've been air sewing.
Well, that stinks.
I've apparently been doing a lot of quilting in the past 2 days because I really did go through the bobbin.
Oh,
I like, wow.
it's really empty.
Wow. I mean, 2 days. Wow. That's the fastest I've ever gone through a bobbin. Woo. Uh Janet, so I don't have a long arm, but I do not hand quilt. So there are many an unfinished quilt sandwich in this household, which is why I want to go down to the quilt store that has long arms so I can start learning and getting quilts done.
Do you know what they have?
I don't. Wow, I'm kind of like impressed that I've been sewing so much over the past 2 days. I've never gone through a bobbin that fast.
That's funny. You just impressed yourself.
Now I gotta get all lined up again.
How much of it did you air sew?
Just one block, so not too bad.
Oh, that's good.
I was like rolling it back onto itself to start the next block and was like, huh, doesn't look right.
Shannon, I think you should try hand sewing a quilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a thing. Yep.
Doesn't sound like you have any interest in that.
None whatsoever.
I like the what do they call it? Big stitching or long stitching, or where they use like a thicker embroidery floss type of.
Yeah. Or they like triple up on the floss or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
Who
of the ladies in the Frederick Modern sewers loves doing that, loves hand quilting and doing the big fatty stitches.
Yeah. I think that looks really cool on for some patterns. There was at Wilson's, the that super expensive brother, the Luminaire,
Uh-huh.
does a hand stitching stitch.
Oh, like a shashiko.
No, I don't know what that is, but
Oh,
it uses the regular thread plus it uses the invisible thread. So it, like every other stitch, is the
oh,
thread. So it makes it look like it's hand stitched because there's bigger spaces in between.
right. That's cool. I'd like to go see that.
So they showed me that when they were trying to get me to buy it.
There's a standalone machine called the Shaziko, Shamalama Ding Dong. I don't remember, but it makes it look like you're hand stitching. I think it's a baby lock. That is the machine that does that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Janice says that she hand quilts. She tried to do free motion, but could not get my hands and machine to move at the same speed. Yeah.
Oh, yep. I was very pleasantly surprised how well cake decorating translates to running a long arm machine, because that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Glock, you have so much to say tonight.
Oh, can't hear them.
Telling you, Zoom's background noise filter has improved. Last night it was a Zoom meeting for the improv troupe, and they couldn't hear the dogs barking, and they were yapping about Evan and Autumn. It was
Oh.
great.
Yeah, Teams has improved their background noise as well. The only thing with Teams that I've noticed though is that it will filter out the background noise, but it also filters out your voice. So
Oh, that's not helpful.
no. Carl is basting the cozy star quilt tonight. So he can free motion quilt tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Carl, do you free motion quilt on uh, a long arm or just your standard machine? Because I know you do a lot of quilting. He pushes those things out like nothing.
Yep. Puts me to shame.
Oh, you have a mid arm,
Oh, gotcha.
18-inch. Okay, a sit down, mid arm. Gotcha.
Nice. I really should sit down with Arnie set up in its free motion quilting setup because I'm sure I would love that too. But
Yeah.
I've not done that yet.
What are you doing? Taking papers out?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm finishing up the seam.
Oh, you're still sewing? It's so quiet.
Is it real? That's great. That makes me really happy.
I thought you were taking out the papers in the seam because you can't see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you? Oh, yeah. It's not angled enough to. Yep, gotcha. Okay, but no, I got.
Oh,
So I've got one of the meadows completed
oh, that looks so good.
and two sets of the setting triangles and the capstone, I guess. But I'm really excited about the 4 trees coming together.
That looks awesome. That looks
Obviously, needs a good pressing, but
very nice.
it's so exciting to see it like live,
Yeah.
not in minuscule where we were testing on smaller. Oh, I really need to get all these papers out so I can.
I can't wait to see it all together.
Yeah. All right.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Janice says that is beautiful, Shannon.
Oh, thank you. I'm pretty proud of that. It's gonna look really good. It's kind of neat to.
Carl says, nice, Shannon.
Woo-hoo, thanks. It's very exciting to see, like when we were finishing up the Blade Runner, to see it finished, and like, oh, I wrote that. I did that.
Yeah.
It's a proud mom moment.
That's awesome.
So thank you everybody for being here out there in YouTube land. Thank you of course and especially Ingrid for hanging out and sewing with us tonight, and George who just popped his head up. Oh, he's so cute. He's huge. He's too big to be cute, but he's cute. For the rest of this week, I've got the let's make a bag part 2 coming out. And then the 1718 coverlet, which I'm thinking I might not do that every week anymore because it doesn't, like, folks aren't as excited about it. It's a labor of love. It's going to be a long project, and as excited as people were at the beginning, it's like now it's like, whew, that's a lot of dang blocks. So I agree. I feel you. So I'm thinking about switching up the Wednesday or the Thursday morning vlog thing and maybe make the 1718 a once a month feature where I'll just show you all the blocks I've done in a month, rather than try to get, do one every week and bore the bejeebies out of everybody. So this week I might do show some of the things that I have going for the classes that I'm trying to do for our local quilt shop, and some sneak peeks of upcoming patterns, that kind of thing. So this week might be a little bit different than the 1718 coverlet, just to give folks a break. You know.
I love seeing how you interpret the the pattern blocks into your FPP designs.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but I do understand that it is kind of like individualized fun. It's not as easy to get excited about it if you're not the one doing it.
Yeah.
And I totally get that. I totally get that. So, but then this Saturday is our first FPP Saturday. So from 1 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll all get together and hang out and chat. And there's a free pattern that goes along with that if you wanted to sign up for that at my website. And then Sunday brunch. Yes, slayarts.com. And then Sunday brunch is Slow Stitch Sunday. Woo, woo, woo. So you get to see Ingrid again. And I'm going to still be working on the same pattern that I was working up. I actually haven't touched it since our last Slow Stitch Sunday. So I've got more things to add to it for sure before it's done. But
mine traveled to Massachusetts with me, but it came back with nothing done.
in the same shape it left. Yeah, so that's why we need our dedicated Slow Stitch Sunday, so we can do it together.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody have an awesome rest of your week. I hope to see you in the various different ways that I've got going on for the end of the week. And Ingrid and I will see you soon, and we will post pictures as we're finalizing the forest for the trees.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.